Hello everyone, happy Valentine's Day. I just want to get some special Valentine's Day messages out there. Let's just see some special, alright, I was like, I don't know where this tarot reading is going to go. I just know I want to get a special Valentine's Day message out there. We have the Garden, alright. So I feel like for you, you're building on something. And this is like a message for you, okay? Do you see how she's kind of just sitting there in the field? Let's see if I can get it to focus. Let me see if I bring it up closer. She's laying in the field right there, okay? And it's just her. It's time to focus on yourself and what makes you happy. And I feel like you're like trying to grow that, okay? You're trying to grow your own happiness. You're trying to grow, it's like you're trying to grow this like special spot for you. I feel for a while you kind of lost yourself. And now you're in this like journey of like regrowing that and okay, we have dating coming out, we have love coming out. All right, we have maturity coming out. Let's just get compatibility. I'm just gonna set this here. And divine masculine. Okay. So I'm getting a couple messages here, and I want to start with this first one about growing, and then we'll get into the relationship messages, okay? Because I want to, this could be either where you want to be, just purely on a relationship level, okay? Or about yourself, and I want to start there, okay? I really feel for you, it's like you've gone on this spiritual journey to find yourself again. And I really feel like you're growing that, whether this be like you went through this like toxic energy, you went through this really hard phase that completely changed your life. For me, I had a baby, and I kind of like, when you first have your kids, you kind of like just turn into a mom, and it takes you a while to get the hang of it. And it's been about 2.5 years for me. And I recently started, I would say like probably when Chloe was, I don't know, a year and a half, probably closer to a year and a half to 2 years is when I finally started to feel good and try to find myself and make myself feel good again. For a while, I was just a mom, and I had to get out of that. And for you, I feel like you're kind of in that energy, and it doesn't have to be mom related, but it's like something had happened and you were in a different spot. You weren't yourself. You were in this spot of learning, in this spot of growth, in this spot of trying to find yourself again, okay? Something happened and you were trying to find yourself. I really feel too with the divine masculine coming out, you had to learn that you could do it on your own, and like you could be that stability on yourself. And you're really I feel like maturing or like learning, okay? There's like a spot of like learning and growth and knowing that you can do it. To dating and love coming out, all right? And this is where the love messages come in. I feel like if you're in a relationship or you were single, like we're moving into this relationship of finding or being able to date, because like we learned that we could do it on our own. And I think for a while, like you were dependent on something. You were dependent on somebody else. You were dependent on a situation, whatever the case may be. And if this is like where you're in a relationship, okay, and it's, I feel like for you, this relationship could have been rocky, okay, and it's like, you could have just been doing everything for this person for so long, and this person just wasn't giving you like that love back, okay, but it's because like you didn't have that love for yourself, and that person like, I don't want to say they didn't like love you or they didn't see it, but it was like something about not having that love for yourself. And now this person is like kind of like going through that dating phase, that puppy love for you again. And it's because you're starting to love yourself. You're starting to find yourself. And I think for so long you were in a spot of not knowing where you want to go, not knowing what you want to do. And you've kind of like found your niche. You found your spot in life, okay? You're definitely, if this is like a person that you are trying to go out with or somebody that you have been dating, okay, I definitely see there's a lot of compatibility here. And I see that there's a lot of love in this relationship, whether you be, and we have yin and yang, you guys are each other's like person, okay, like, and this is clear as day, and you guys know that you guys are each other's person. And this, if this is dating, you go into where this person is like finally realizing like, yeah, you're my person. This is where I want to be. You've really done a lot of maturing, and I feel like when you used to get angry, you used to get toxic, and vice versa. If this is like past relationships, current relationships, it's like there was toxic energy, and you're really maturing in that sense. You're not in that energy of like wanting to fight or wanting this like negative energy. Okay, we're like, no, I want this to work. I want this to work out for me. I'm ready for this relationship to move forward, right? Let's go ahead and pull 3 more tarot cards just to see a tarot message. Okay, we have Justice coming out. Okay, and we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so I feel for you, with the 5 of Swords coming out, it's 4 of Swords, sorry. With the 4 of Swords coming out, we were in this spot of just feeling kind of overwhelmed, overloaded, or I'm not sure, but I feel like it's like you're finally being put at peace with this, okay? You're coming into the truth, and then where this was either a person that you're currently with or a person that you are dating, it's like you kind of had a lot of anxiety, and like I said, I feel like it's like a past energy where there was like some toxic energy, but now we're putting that to rest because we're moving into the truth. I feel like you kind of just had to find yourself again, and that's like where you're going into. It's like I'm finding myself, and it's been a while, but I have these ideas, I have this success, I have this happiness. I feel like you're like now moving in, like your message is like moving into like this happiness, whether this be in a relationship or with yourself. If you were worried about somebody coming in, you need to work on yourself and find your love, and that's what you're working on right now, is finding that love for yourself, and then somebody else will be brought in. If this is a current relationship, I feel like this person is like watching you grow, and it's just making them love you so much more. With this coming out, I don't feel like this person ever didn't love you, or this person ever didn't like whatever that is for you. Like I feel like there was like some anxiety around this person, but you're seeing it from their perspective now, okay? And you're like, wow, it's not that you didn't love me, it's just that we didn't communicate correctly. I feel like this person has very deep feelings about you. If this is like an existing relationship, it's just like you're not open to receiving those at this very moment, and there's like a communication that's brought up, and it's like, wow, you do love me, like you do want to be here, okay? You're coming into the truth about that, and whether this, like I said, did this be about you or this be about them, I definitely see like we're moving into this positive energy. And if this is all about yourself, like your message is like, we're coming into this like conversation with ourselves, right? And it's like you're finding the truth. Like, what is it that you want to do? Like, what is your niche? What makes you happy? Like, you're finding yourself again. And I feel like you were so lost for so long. Like, and you were like, when is she coming back? Like, when, I don't know. And I don't know why I said she, because I'm a girl, so I said it. Like, when am I coming back? When am I going to find myself again? When am I going to have this, like, feeling of happiness again? And I feel like it's been gone for a long time. For some of you, it could have been like for just always, like where you just didn't know like what you were capable of, like what you could provide, what you could bring to the table. Like I feel like there's a spot of not knowing what you could bring. All right, so we have Marriage coming out, and we have Eagle coming out. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. Sorry, I couldn't see it. It's like there's a glare. So for you, there's a commitment that you are going to make, whether this be to a person or to yourself, okay? And it's like the commitment of like actually being happy, of being strong together. Like, what is it that you guys want? If this is a relationship, what is it that you guys want? If this is just you, what is it that you want? Like, where are you trying to go? What is the greater good of this situation? Where is it that you want to end up? Okay. And that's what you're coming into the conclusion of. Where do I want to be? Where is this end success? And I really feel for you, like you're finding it, you're figuring it out, you're actually going to do it. I really see you like laying in a field and like planting your seeds, and your flowers are growing, and you're watering them, and you're like figuring out like the process. Sorry, I keep getting your cramp. you're figuring out your process, okay? And it's like you are finding your destiny, and that's why I keep saying your niche. Like, I feel like you're finding your destiny, whether this be with your person, whether this be in yourself. Like, you're figuring out your destiny and how strong you are, and like what you want to do, okay? And I feel for so long, like it was just like so far gone for so long. You kind of were just going with the motions of life. Not no more. You are watering those flowers. You've already planted those seeds. You're watering them and you're watching them sprout. And as they grow and as they get bigger, like you're figuring out your way. I really feel for you, like you're coming into this spot of just like whether somebody wants to provide, like be there for you or not, like I can provide for myself. I can make myself happy. I don't know if you've heard that song by Miley Cyrus, Flowers. That's kind of like what I feel right here. Like that song's playing in my head. I feel like that's the energy that you're moving into. Like if you want to be a part of this with me, please do. But know that I know about myself. If I need something, I can provide it. If I need to get somewhere, I can get there without anybody's help, without anybody's like motivation. Like I am my own motivation. I am my own success, and I'm going to do it with or without you. That's where I feel like you're moving into. And if this is relationship, like I definitely see like you and this person like growing together. It's not like where they're like willing to just like, okay, whatever. Like this person, if you're with this person currently, like they're returning back into this spot because they feel like it could have been like a very rocky position. They're now returning into the spot being like, no, this is where I want to be. I'm sorry if I didn't show it. This is where I want to be. I'm sorry that I didn't give you this love that you deserved. I'm sorry that I didn't provide this that you do deserve. And if this is like a relationship that is coming in, you two are going to be very, very compatible, okay? And I see that like this, the dating, like the puppy love, like that's never going to go away because that's truly how they feel about you. And I feel for you, that's something new that you haven't discovered before, okay? So you definitely, your message is so beautiful. Your Valentine's Day message is all about love, and I love it because Valentine's Day, right? So just really love yourself. And if this is a relationship that you're trying to work on, like know that yes, you want this relationship, and know that you can provide whatever it is for yourself and this person. And sometimes, and I always want to say this, sometimes like you're going to be 20 and they're going to be 60, okay? Or sorry, it's going to be 80-20, and some days it's going to be 50-50, some days it's going to be 100-100. It's where you align, and you two are very compatible together, and I want you to know that. Sometimes you might not feel it, sometimes you might have anxiety about it, but there's going to be some clarity in this situation around you and this person, okay? And it's going to come forward, and you're going to be like, wow, this is where I want to be. And it's like anytime you ask that, you're going to receive that answer. Like, yes, this is exactly where I want to be. This is where I'm happiest at, okay? I hope everybody has a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I hope everybody has a blessed day.